What's up, guys? It's your boy, Radical. Now, my workout plans have been a success. More than 300 plus purchases and many more returning customers. You cannot ask for anything else, and people are loving it. The same life-changing and affordable prices still remain. So go to radicallatino.com and change your life today. Hey guys, do you have a product you want more eyes on? Advertise with the Radical Latino Show, where over 10K podcast downloads and the number 25 spot on the 55 All Latin podcast list. You'll want your product heard on everyone's phones and cars. Go to radicallatino.com/contacts and start advertising today.
Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical.
Latino is taking you to another level.
I think there's more radicals than Steve-O. Radical Latino, you're buffing it. The radical point of views, I think his views are actually more dangerous.
He knew Spanish. They didn't know he knew Spanish. So they be talking that laga.
Yo! What up? It's your boy, Radical. You know what I'm saying? Coming back with y'all with another episode. This is episode 197. So what is going on? I hope everybody is doing great. And also, today, I am with the homie, Truth Teacher. What's going on, Truth? How you been? Thank you for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Yes. What have you been up to, bro? What you been up to? I hear your voice. You're discombobulated. You're a little ruffled. What's going on, bro?
Oh my God, the cold is kicking my ass, man. You know I'm not made for this weather.
Well, you know, as tropical island people.
That's right. That's right.
I don't think none of us is actually made for this weather. To be honest, I don't know about you, but I think me and you did speak about this. But to be honest, I get depressed during the winter, bro.
I do too.
No sun, everything is gray. You know what I'm saying? In the summer, I'm like happy, I'm lively, and all this other stuff. I get the sun. You know what I mean? I get to go out. But I don't know, man. What do you think?
This is Jose's weather.
Yeah.
He must be happier than a pig in shit right now.
Yeah,
you know, he loves this shit.
That is true. I don't know why, but that is true. You know what I mean? I even went as far as to buying a sun lamp, bro. I bought
wow. You know, I never thought about that.
I bought a sun lamp, and I'm not gonna lie, it helped out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It did help out a little bit because it did simulate the colors of the sun, right? Mm-hmm. I even had it set to when the sun is supposed to come up and go down, so it was helping a lot. I wasn't as depressed as I was, or whatever the case is, or as cranky, but it doesn't beat the real thing. You know what I mean?
But the good news is that the days are getting longer now.
That is true.
So that's a good thing. It's like usually the worst of it is like in December. Like around that Christmas time, it's like it gets dark at like 4:30.
Yeah.
So now it's like
5. At 5, it starts getting dark. And
it starts getting dark.
So that's I could appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely appreciate that. Also, a little quick update on Radical's health. What was it? So I'm usually all over the place, you know what I mean? So the most I'm drinking water and probably juice, and sometimes a combination of the both, right? So I'm not taking my vitamins as I should, right? So recently, not only did I buy a multivitamin that literally has everything, you know, like calcium, vitamin D, A, all that other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They even got zinc in it. I don't know why I need it, but whatever.
Good for your ding dong.
It's good for Margaret. It's good for the little radical. You know what I mean? Not only did I buy that, I bought some fish oils because apparently fish oils is good for you. I didn't know that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's good for immune support.
Yeah.
Not only that, but my homegirl, gave me CMOS and CMOS pills and something like something oil something. It's like some other shit. Actually, hold up. Let me tell you. Actually, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, bro. I'm actually gonna read you what it actually is. You heard? So it's supposed to like help with immune. Okay, so it's sea moss, black seed oil, and ashwagandha. Yeah, that Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever, 1,000 milligrams. And I'm like, damn, yo, so that means I'm gonna be black? Nah, just like, no. So apparently that's supposed to help. According to her, it's supposed to help my immune system, and it's supposed to help like energy and mental health, and my chakras, and my Libras, and my moon sign, and my sun rising, and all that other bullshit. I'm not gonna say it's helping out, but I will say I am waking up with a little bit more energy now.
You know what's good for mood swings too is St. John's wort.
You told me.
Yeah. Did you ever take it?
I did, and it worked for like maybe. Actually, no, it actually really worked. Yeah, it worked a lot, and then I stopped taking it, and then I started going into blackouts, and I can't remember what I did.
That's when you go back on it. That cycle on and off.
All I know is I kept on waking up with dead people around me. I'm like, what? No, I just like, no. But no, you told me about that, and that was the same time that I told you that I was gonna buy a sun lamp. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't remember? You fucking old. Anyway, so a couple of updates. Let me give you guys a couple of updates. The documentary, it's happening. It's definitely going down. I keep on telling you guys I only need 2 people, so I really got to pencil in these 2 people to come into the joint. You know what I mean? Also, go to Rumble. Go to Rumble. Go to Radical Latino on Rumble. Go subscribe. I'm telling you, there's going to be exclusive content. I already have one exclusive content that's not on YouTube, that's definitely on Rumble, and there's gonna be a lot more to come down the pipeline. You know what I mean? Definitely more interviews and more guests to the show is definitely going down. Anything you want to plug, Truth?
Yeah, later on we'll talk about Matt Walsh's newest documentary, What is a Jamaican? You know, since there's so much hoopla these days over that Chinese lady and people trying to tell Jamaicans who we are.
Actually, yeah, I saw that video where that lady talked about who's a Jamaican. She had like a passport and all this other stuff. Like, do you want me to play it, or do you just like don't care? You want to just give your thoughts?
No, you don't have to play. I mean, I think everybody's seen it by now. And, you know, the thing is, they're getting salty because they don't understand where she's coming from. Now, here's the thing. I don't know too much about this person, but I'm going to assume that what's going on is she's got a lot of people coming at her, you know, sideways, because she doesn't look like what they think a Jamaican should look like, you know, and a lot of us get that. Yeah. But it's especially annoying when you've got people from your own ethnic, you know, your own ethnicity or nationality coming at you with that stupidity. You know, like, I mean, I've had times when I've been talking to a fellow Jamaican for like a whole fucking hour, and we're both talking in patois. Yeah. And then they're gonna turn around and ask me where I'm from. I'm like, I'm Jamaican. Oh, you don't look Jamaican. I thought you were Puerto Rican or Dominican. And I'm thinking, how fucking stupid can you be? Like, how many Puerto Ricans or Dominicans are gonna be standing here talking to you in patois for a whole fucking hour?
Okay, so one of the things that is, first of all, the Asian lady, right?
Yeah.
She did say a couple of things. One of the things that she said is the Jamaican dialect or the patois, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not an African dialect. It's actually a melting pot of many people, right? She said that's number one. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, she also said that I have a Jamaican passport. I can tell you that I'm Jamaican and tell you to leave or come back or whatever the case is.
Well, she didn't say that she could tell them when to come. She said that the government.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, okay. The government can tell you when to come back, but at the end of the day, they have to leave. She doesn't have to go nowhere because she has
because she's a Jamaican. She's a Jamaican.
Hold on for 1 second. So she has Jamaican citizenship, right?
She has Jamaican citizenship because
yes,
she is a Jamaican. Her parents have been there for multiple generations.
All right. Because now you're trying to FBA the whole shit right now. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute for 1 second. So that's what she said. So the two things. Let's tackle one at a time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the one that she said that the Jamaican dialect, which is patois, it's not a African dialect, is actually a melting pot. Go ahead. Say what you
with that one, I disagree with her to a point. Now, here's the thing about the dialect. It is made from many different sources, and Africans were not the only ones that contributed to it, but it's a major component. So you got several things going on here as far as, and she didn't say the dialect because Jamaican English is different than the dialect, patois. She said the accent. She's talking about the accent when people are speaking standard English.
Okay.
And I understand where she's coming from. I don't quite agree with her.
Because I do know that when she's talking about a melting pot, part of the melting pot is African vernacular. In certain African vernacular, it is going to slip into the Jamaican patois.
Well, once again, the patois and the English, two different things, right? So we've got standard Jamaican English, right? Which is distinct from the patois. So Jamaican English is what you hear most people speaking. You can understand everything they're saying. They're speaking in standard English, but they have that accent, right? Like you hear them and oh, this is a Jamaican because I hear that accent. So she was saying that the accent is coming from Ireland, which is not 100% true. There are regional dialects from Ireland and parts of England. When you hear them, because I've met people like this. And, like I remember I was in a restaurant and I hear these people talking behind me. I thought they were West Indian. And I turned around and
they were Mexican.
They were white.
No, let me stop.
So I thought, okay, are they white Jamaicans? So I asked them where they from, and they said England. And I found out that there's a part of England where they have this accent, this regional accent, that sounds very much like a West Indian accent.
Truth. They were lying to you. They were from the Caucasus Mountains of Jamaica.
No, but my dad was in the British Army. And he was stationed in England, and he said, yeah, there's a part of England where they sound just like us. And as a matter of fact, when they were having the impeachment hearings for Trump, there was, if you remember, there was this woman there. She's in, a government official, but she's originally from England.
Wait, so you mean to tell me, hold on, they be like, Wagwan, governor?
Kind of. Yeah. But she said, which is true, that, she considers herself an American and she's grateful to be here because she wouldn't have been able to get as far in society in England with the accent that she has
Yeah.
as she had in the United States. So that's part of what contributes to the Jamaican
Yeah.
accent,
Yeah.
right?
Now,
But
okay. Okay.
the rhythm is coming from the several
You
different
said, by the
African,
by the way,
regions.
you said rhythm wrong. You didn't say in the Jamaican accent.
Rhythm.
Rhythm wrong.
Now,
Okay. Okay.
Patois, that's
Uh,
a whole other ball game. Patois is a mixture of Old English with some little dashes of Spanish here and there,
yeah.
one or two loan words from French, and some West African vocabulary, mostly Akan, with a West African grammatical structure.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
that's and she said she wasn't talking about the patois, but it's the accent.
Gotcha. Now, this is where I disagree with you about where she calls herself Jamaican. Now, let me tell you, me and you had this conversation before, and I think this is where the disagreement lies.
You have something against Asians, I
No,
know.
no, 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 no. Wait. First of all, I do not have anything against Asians whatsoever. I just don't feel like they're human. I'm just playing. No, no.
Fucking idiot.
No. Okay. I think this is where the disconnect comes because I contribute race and nationality as the same thing. That's how I see it, and that's how I contribute it, right? So to me, when someone is of let's say, okay, if someone's of a black race, right, and their nationality coincides with the more of that race, like Jamaican or Dominican or whatever, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, all right, cool, whatever. I'm not gonna think too much about it, you know what I'm saying? But when you are from another race with a phenotype that is not from those lands, that's when I'm gonna be like, I don't know, Chung Lee. I don't know if you Jamaican. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that I disagree about. Now, I understand the government gonna do whatever they're gonna do. She has a Jamaican passport. Okay, sure, whatever. At the end of the day, does that make her blood Jamaican? I don't think so.
Yes.
No. Oh, Jamaica. So Jamaican passports changes your DNA.
No.
Exactly.
What I was trying to tell you.
It's like a wagwan.
What I was trying to tell you is that the reason she has a Jamaican passport is not because she's a recent immigrant that got a Jamaican passport.
Because
her family has been there. Her family's been there from multiple generations. They've been there for like almost 200 years
now. Okay, 200 years. Wow. And this is wait. This is where I go with it. At what point can you say an individual in the land with people who are from that land originally, right? At
okay,
what
but
point,
this
wait.
All right, go ahead. Make your point.
At what point are you considered that nationality? Even though Shorty has no Jamaican looking nothing whatsoever, because let's be honest, it seems like her parents and great grandparents and great has been just they just been getting with other Asians around there. They haven't been getting with Jamaicans. So at what point, in your opinion, can someone be that nationality of that land, even though they haven't gotten with nobody of that land?
If they've been in that country for multiple generations, then they are a part of that country. It's not, listen, Jamaica, first of all, Jamaica was not always a nation. We have to remember that Jamaica was a colony, okay?
That's true. Of the British, right? The British?
Under the British. Now, not only was it a British colony, but let's take a step further back.
It was a part of the Spanish.
The Spanish were there.
I think there's a place called Spanish Town, right?
place called Spanish Town,
By,
Ocho Rios,
by the way, it's one of my favorite places. I'm playing. Go ahead, bro.
Rio Bueno. I think we even have a San Juan in Jamaica.
Somebody
Oro Cabeza.
there's an albino teacher that said, by the way, he goes by the name of Chivo. He says in Spanish Town there's like no blacks there. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Okay. Okay. For some reason, I don't know why I believed him. I don't know why. I was like, that's messed up.
They're Jewish people that have been there in
Oh,
Jamaica.
there's what? Burned down Spanish. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
No, but they've been there. They've been there since the time of the Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And then in 1655, the Spanish lost the island to England, and those Jews stayed there.
They lost it to France. And then they lost.
No, you're talking about Haiti.
Oh, why I keep on talking about Haitians? I'm just. Oh no! Wait! Hold on. Wait, I'm getting my Caribbean islands history messed up.
Yes, you are.
Wait. The last people who were colonizing Jamaica was Britain.
Yes, but before that, the first people was the Spanish, like everyone else.
It wasn't. Wait, hold on. It wasn't after the Spanish. After the Spanish, it wasn't the French for like maybe a couple of months, and then the Britons kicked them out.
No.
What, really?
1655. Spain and England, like they went. They had.
There's a French town. There's a French town in Jamaica.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
They make bread in the morning.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm just playing. No, for real. All jokes aside, I swear, I thought that the French occupied maybe 1/3 of that island until.
Dude, you're talking about your island, not my island.
Okay. My bad. I'm getting all the melanated people messed up. Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
1/3, and then they called it Haiti.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
island.
First of all, stop stealing my history. Go ahead, bro.
So yeah, like they've been there. Jews have been there from the beginning. Now, the original Africans that came over, they weren't really slaves in the same way that we think. This is the point where Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Hispaniola all share a similar history, because under the Spaniards, they really wasn't messing with us like that. Once they discovered Mexico and Peru and all that gold and silver, they just used the islands as way stations for the ships going back, going back and forth to Spain.
We were pit stops, yeah.
We were pit stops. And so the Africans that were there were like cowboys,
we were pit stops. The islands were not only just pit stops, but they were, I think, economic routes, as in load the materials that we just got off and load more in. You know what I mean? So basically, it was like not only pit stops, but a transferring of wealth as well.
Not really, because they weren't really that developed, so basically it was just there to refuel, get fresh water, get some meat. So we raised cattle on those islands. So the Africans that were there, they weren't cutting sugarcane, they were cowboys, they were raising cattle. And since there was such a low presence there, that's how France and England were able to get Haiti and Jamaica away from Spain. But you had a lot of Jews that were in Jamaica because they were escaping the Inquisition and all of that stuff, and a lot of them ended up going to Jamaica. And when the British took it over, they stayed. And then under the British now, they started bringing in more slaves. It's like more Africans. The nature of the slavery changed, because they went from raising cattle to now doing plantation agriculture, growing sugarcane. And that's when you had the original Africans that were there and the remaining Tainos they fled to the mountains and they became the Maroons.
Yeah, and
So they were there, and now after slavery, I'm just giving like a bum's rush Reader Digest. You had a lot of English that came there, Irish that came as indentured servants. They were trying to do what a lot of the what Spain tried to do in the Spanish islands at different points. Where they were trying to make a more white presence there, but the
yeah,
problem was when they brought these English over, they ended up going native and getting with the local women and settling down. So actually seen like historical documents where the English governors were complaining that we're trying to bring more white people here to build up the numbers, but they get here and then they go native, and they end up mixing in with the blacks.
yeah,
So right from the get-go, Jamaica was always a melting pot. It
yeah.
was a commercial center, so you had people coming from all over the world. Of course, the labor force
Even
were
though,
the
even
Africans.
though that melting pot was frowned upon, but it was a melting pot nonetheless because what weren't there like little small laws that try to prevent that?
What, intermarriage?
Yeah,
Um, as far as I know, yes, but what they would do, just like in Dominican Republic, they would have common law relationships.
yeah,
So there were a lot of guys who got there, and they would have, they would just live as man and wife, even though it wasn't recognized by the church or whatever. They were like, "Fuck it."
yeah. But yeah. Continue.
So now, after slavery, you had them bringing in the East Indians and the Chinese.
There we go. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm glad. I'm glad you got there. I'm glad you got there. They brought in the Chinese. That means they weren't there originally. Boom, mic drop. That's
Well,
it.
who
You
was
lost.
there originally? Like the Africans wasn't there originally. We were brought there
No,
against our
but,
will.
But mira, no, but look, oh my god, look, check this out. No, stop it, shut up. Look, first of all, okay, Lily, no, just playing. First of all, the thing is that the way it's gonna come out fucked up, but bro, the thing is that her family didn't intermingle out of her Asian race.
Well, dude, you don't know that because you don't know what the rest of her family looks like.
Bro,
The thing, dude,
but she
I'm
look wild
telling you,
Asian, yo.
dude, I'm telling you, in Jamaica, a lot of our family lines run across racial lines.
I know that.
So you will have people, yeah, this branch of the family looks straight up one thing or another, and then you see the cousins. It's a whole different ball game. I have a fellow dancer. She's Jamaican. Well, she's African, European, Chinese mixed. You look at her, she's like really ambiguous. You can't really tell. But then you look at her brother looks straight up Chinese. You look at another one of her relatives, and yeah, he's black. So the lines are very much blurred.
But so you would say,
Dude, like for example, I had one of my cousins. I had
so
one of
you
my
would say so you would say after one generation of the people staying there from another race, they're considered that nationality.
Well, like I said, you got to remember that at that time, Jamaica was not a nation, it was a colony. But here's the thing.
I'm not talking about back then. I'm talking about now, bro. So
Well, dude, after 200 fucking years, what do you think?
Well, okay, so that's my question to you. How many generations does it take, in your opinion, for someone to be that nationality?
Well, let me ask you a question. How many generations does it take for you to be over here, for you to be an American?
I asked you first. Don't be asking me fucking questions like that, all right? Watch your goddamn mouth. No. No, but I asked you first, bro. Come on.
I would say by the second generation. Okay, the first generation, they're naturalized.
Yeah.
Once you get to the second and third generation, they're already like into the culture.
So
They've contributed to the
you-
culture, they've adopted the culture,
so
the
for
language,
you-
and everything.
So for you, it's like the first, second, and third.
Well, the first generation, would I call them Jamaican? No, I would call them immigrants.
Okay.
So they might be naturalized citizens,
Yeah.
which is a different thing. Which, by the way, now we have a new wave of Chinese who started coming over, who are very distinct from the original Chinese. They're even coming from a different ethnic group.
Oh.
So the Chinese that we have now coming over are Han Chinese. The Chinese that were there originally were Hakka. It's a different ethnic group completely.
Gotcha.
And to even drive this home to you, right? I'm not going to sit here and make believe that Jamaica is some kind of racial paradise, because it's not. Like coming off of that colonial history, we know that they played us off against each other. So
Yeah.
we can't pretend that there weren't tensions between different groups on the island, because they were. But one thing in particular, there were a couple of periods of time when, for various reasons, there were attacks against the Chinese, right? And when the Chinese, they tried to petition the Chinese government to help them, the Chinese government told them, there ain't nothing we can do about that. You're Jamaican nationals. So if the Chinese government telling them, y'all ain't us, what does that tell you? And even the Hakka Jamaican, Chinese that go away to like Canada or wherever, you would have thought that they would have been embraced by the larger Chinese community. They were not.
Yeah.
So there's layers to this shit. Same thing with the East Indians. And like I said, the family lines cut across racial lines, because the first group of Chinese and East Indians that came, they didn't bring their women with them.
Yeah.
So they intermarried with the black or mixed race Jamaicans on the island.
So let me ask you then.
Yeah.
So that video, certain Jamaicans, a lot of non-Jamaicans found that very disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Jamaicans that I know or that I saw online didn't find that very disrespectful. They're like, yeah, it is what it is.
Exactly.
So to you, do you find it disrespectful or no?
No, because this is what I think, and I don't follow her, but given the experience and knowing how my people are, especially those of us that come here to the United States, and the United States is all we fucking know, there's a lot of ignorance about what it is to be a Jamaican. Jamaica is not a black country. Jamaica is a nation, a multi-ethnic nation that is predominantly African descent. You understand the dichotomy between the two
You're
things?
starting to sound like Chivo, bro. No, I get it.
We're not black.
black. We're not black. No, I get it. No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the same thing.
Even though I somewhat disagree, just somewhat, but you do drive a great point that I can't argue with. You're
Okay.
right.
So let me ask you a question, Mr. Latino.
Okay.
Is Ricky Martin Puerto Rican?
Don't be asking me dumb questions like that. I told you already, all right? No, is Ricky Martin is he Puerto Rican? I don't know. Is he Puerto Rican?
Nigga,
What?
ask a Puerto Rican how many Puerto Rican. Ask a Puerto Rican.
How
Is
many
Ricky
Puerto
Martin
Ricans does it
Puerto
take
Rican?
to change the light bulb? No. Bro, actually some Dominican shit, bro. I'm not Puerto Rican. I don't know.
Okay, your president down in Dominican Republic right now, is he Dominican?
Que lo que? Is he Dominican? Yes.
You see, folks, This is what's wrong with these American kids. They don't know their culture. They don't know
They
the
don't-
national
They don't know
anthem.
nothing, Pegs. No, yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay, isn't he Lebanese descent?
No, no, that isn't. No, wait, isn't our president right now? Isn't it Trujillo?
Oh, you fucking asshole.
No. Luis Rodolfo, right?
You know his mother came from Haiti, right?
Get the wait. Hold on. Which one?
Trujillo.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, bro.
Okay, so how
know
far
that.
down this rabbit hole we want to
No,
go?
wait. Hold on. It only applies to Dominican though. It only applies to Dominican. Everybody else is still there. Is still their shit. No. But wait. For what I heard. Wait, hold on, Mister.
Well, what had happened was
Wait. Hold on, Mister. Give me a minute. He was born, right?
Mhm.
He was born in the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah, but where his mama come from?
Apparently his parents are from the Cabo region. You know what I mean? Of Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it seems like he's Dominican because his dad is from La Vega. You know what I mean?
Who the president now? The current president?
Yes.
Yes, but what is his ethnicity?
What do you mean his ethnicity? I don't know nothing about ethnicity.
What's
Hold
his
on.
last name?
His last name is his last name is some Dominican shit. That's what his last name is.
Yo,
It's
just
some
really
Dominican
quick,
shit.
hurry up and Google it. What's his last name?
Hurry up and buy.
You fucking idiot.
Isn't it? I'm not gonna Google it, okay? Because I know this. It's Abanir, right?
Okay, where in the fucking Spain does that shit come from?
It doesn't come from Spain. It comes from
Exactly.
DR. It comes from DR.
Bullshit.
It does. It does. You know how many Abanirs I know? Wait, hold on. I gotta count. Wait. 1. That's it.
So it's the same thing. It's like
wait, bro. But bro, hold on. Wait. Bro, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm seeing your little Jamaican tricks. It's not working, bro. Just because he's the president doesn't mean. That's it. That's all I got. No, just because he's the president, it does not mean that he's Dominican. Anybody could be the president. I could be the president.
dude, I'm quite certain that you got to be Dominican to be the president.
No, you have to be a Dominican citizen to be the president.
Okay, so then that means I could go to
least-
Dominican Republic,
at
get
least-
naturalized, and be the president. Get the
Yes.
fuck out of here! No,
Yes,
I
you
can't.
can.
No,
Yes, you can.
then y'all are fucked up. You need to change that.
Yeah, you need to be a citizen for at least 10 years, I believe.
Look, for example,
By the way, I'm just talking out my ass, bro. I really don't know. But
you see, folks, that's what I keep telling you about these American kids.
No, but the thing is, hold on. Okay, Abanir, bro. Hold on. I gotta Google his mom, right? Okay. Riquel Sony, right? Sony. What the fuck? What kind of shit is it? Is a Dominican businesswoman, lecturer, writer, first lady, Dominican Republic. Okay, that's his wife. All right, that's his wife. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need no woman. His parents. Let me see, because I want to prove you wrong. Okay.
He's an Arab. He's a Habibi. You got a Habibi president.
Hold on. His father's a businessman and leader of Rafael lawyer, right? Dominican Republic. Okay, and finally Dominican Universidad Dominicana. Look at that. Okay.
You're probably not going to get anything done in the country, but you're going to have all the halal chicken over rice that you can eat.
Bro, it doesn't say nothing about It doesn't say nothing about. No, he's Dominican, bro.
He is asked. Yo,
He's. I
are
don't
people
know.
in the chat?
This is not live. It's recorded, bro.
Oh, this is recorded. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah.
Well, in the comments, I'm sure a lot of Dominicans are gonna back me up on this. He's Lebanese descent.
He's
Just like
Lebanese.
in the,
I don't know, bro.
yeah,
I don't know.
just like we had in Jamaica, we had Siaga. He was Lebanese descent.
I don't know.
Listen,
I
man,
don't
like
know.
Middle Eastern people, they all over fucking the Caribbean and Latin America. They all over the damn place. Lebanese, Syrians, whatever. They're all over. But the thing is, they've been there for multiple generations. They're part of the society. So I think last year the East Indians they celebrated 176th anniversary, 175. So this year's 176. Yeah, this year is going to make 176 years since the East Indians have been in Jamaica. That's almost 200 fucking years, and I think the Chinese came
But his
a little
parents were
bit
born
later.
in Dominican Republic, bro.
Yeah, but they're Lebanese. That's their ethnic. That's their ethnicity.
Wait, hold on. I gotta Google this. Hold on. If it doesn't come up, then I don't know what his parents are from Cabo region. That from the bro. They're
Yes,
Dominican,
but where did the family come from originally?
from the mountains of the ER, bro. Says it right here. They ascended from the sky and blessed us with Luis Abanier, and that was the first Abanier ever. And we say it is good.
Tell me, is he from the Cibao and does he say Ooga Booga?
It's only you should. I told you that in confidence. You should, that's only in rare occasions, okay? But I don't know. No, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Okay, so look,
Dominican to me, bro. I don't know.
here's the deal. When you look at
Wait, because we gotta
Dominican.
move on. Wait, we gotta move on, bro. We gotta move on. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? We gotta move on, bro. Because
Well, look, in the Caribbean, we
real
are
quick.
multi-ethnic. All of our nations are multi-ethnic. Now, you're gonna have a predominance of one over the other. Jamaica, for example, is predominantly people of African descent, whether they're relatively pure African or mixed.
Okay,
But in addition to that, you got the East Indians, the Chinese, the Jews, the Arabs.
Okay, you made your point, bro. You made your point.
We're all Jamaican. We're a nation,
Okay,
not a racial group.
Thank you. You made your point. Now, moving on to the next topic. Jesus Christ, because we started talking about something we wasn't even supposed to talk about. Fucking asshole.
But the people were educated, and that's all that can count.
I hate you. I hate you so much. The next topic that we're supposed to talk about is the Pfizer. One of the Pfizer employees got exposed. Truth teacher, do you know about this?
No, you were just telling me about that. That he said.
Let me break it down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So apparently, the way they got to this dude is because it was through an online dating app, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was on some gay dating app or whatever the case is, and
Really?
yeah, and the dude decided to meet up with the guy. The guy got him drunk, and he started pillow talking, basically. So he had a camera. The guy had a camera, and this dude was pretty much spilling the fucking beans, right? He was basically saying that he is a scientist for Pfizer, and that they're able to mutate the coronavirus gene in order to get these vaccines to be more effective. But in the same time, he also said that these current vaccines that they put out, for what my understanding is it was pretty much a test run. It was like non-effective, right? So everybody in the mainstream media is pretty much not even talking about this. Only a few people are. Where I believe TMZ ended up putting up a sting operation, and they encountered him, and this dude went from saying that he is an employee for Pfizer to saying that he is lying his ass off. Oh no, I just said that just to impress my date, this and this and this and all this other bullshit, right? That's what he said. Now, a lot of people don't really believe that. Again, it's not on the mainstream media, but all these underground media people are pretty much taking that and just, running with it because there's a video out, of somebody confessing. I know there needs to be a little bit more research on that. There needs to be a little bit more like, okay, is it true that he is an employee? Is he not? All I know is if my homie ends up dead floating in the river, you know what I mean? Then I think we could confirm that my homie was telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that we need to find a dude that made him say all that shit, and the CIA should recruit him, cause obviously, man, he got like that dick that make you like give away secrets.
Imagine somebody tied up in a chair and then like, tell me where the bomb is, and then he's like, no, I'm not gonna tell you, and then the guy goes like, Agent Slong, can you come here? And then you see the guy goes, no, I thought you were just an urban legend. No, you're real. You're real. And then he's just like unzipping his pants. He's like, just give me 5 minutes with him.
Yo, by the way, he also told us who killed JFK.
And then the general goes, God damn it, Agent Slong, you done it again. God damn it. No, but So that's pretty much the FYI of this whole thing. Now, me, right, as a natural person that likes to question everything and don't really believe what the government says, but my dumb ass took the goddamn shot because I got scared because one of my friends died, right? I'm a little afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little afraid. I'm mad that I became a goddamn experiment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, I mean, I think it was pretty obvious that this shit was an experiment, because how you gonna come up with something so goddamn fast? But at the same time, it's like when you're stuck with situations like this, like what the fuck you gonna do? It's like it was a real situation, so I mean, I took the jab. Am I going to go and get another one? Like, hell no. But
yeah,
at the time, and look, it helps some people, obviously. But the shit is, a lot of this is trial and error. That's just a fact.
Yeah. And by the way, people, if you're hearing this part on my podcast and on Rumble, and you're not hearing this part on YouTube, you probably already know why. They're trying to literally like censor everything that everybody says on YouTube, because YouTube is part of the mainstream media. Let's keep it real. They're controlling what everybody says. By the way, have you been seeing some of Rumble's commercials on YouTube?
No, I haven't seen you.
Dude,
you seen them?
I've seen at least 2 Rumble commercials on YouTube. It's the funniest thing. Okay, do you remember the old Macintosh ads, how the guy used to be like, hey, I'm a PC and I'm a Mac, right? And like one is like all businessy, and the other one's just cool and laid back, or whatever the case is. That's pretty much what these ads are. It's like the guy is like, hey, I'm Rumble, and then the other guy goes like, I'm YouTube, you better watch what you say. And then the guy goes like, yeah, we think about free speech, and he's like, strike one. So the guy's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah. Anyway, on Rumble, we pretty much let you do what you want and say what you want. The other guy's like, strike, two. You better watch out. We're gonna take your account away. You know, so it's actually kind of funny, and it speaks on. It really speaks on the larger truth of things, that people are tired of being censored even by the smallest thing. You know, if you're being censored based on, let's say once you what's that saying, your rights end where my feelings begin. It's basically like that. Like, once you start censoring, okay, we're gonna censor hate speech, right?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna open up the floodgates to, like, shit, we're gonna censor everything else that we consider is gonna be detrimental. Look at what happened during the lockdown. You know what I mean? They literally started censoring people and taking people down just by questioning. Not even saying, hey, this is BS. No, just questioning. It's insane. So that's the reason why I'm like, no, I like this Rumble thing. You know what I mean?
You know, back in my day, we used to pay people to go and snitch on their neighbors.
Jesus.
That's how we did it, and we was glad to have it too.
He's so stupid. Anyway, listen, I'm going to the main topic right now. The 5 Memphis police officers, right?
Yeah.
The title of this is "The 5 Memphis Cops Prove Racism is Practiced by Anyone." The reason why I even titled it the way I titled it is because after the live stream that I had about the Memphis cops, I did not do no breakdown on it. I literally just was basically talking about Tariq Nasheed, right?
Yeah. And
how his xenophobic antics is very visibly shown, and says a lot about his character and nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to give a formal breakdown on my thoughts on the whole thing. And I'm gonna go and out of limb and say that I was caught up in the whole thing about being hypocritical myself when it came to white cops abusing their power to everyday citizens.
Yeah.
And I even became very critical and extremely hypocritical when it came to white victims, because, you know, hey, white victims, it is what it is, blah 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 blah. But actually seeing it for what it is, and, you know, going back to it and seeing some of my experiences, the majority of my experiences with police was with white folks. And some of them were Black or Latinos, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten any negative feedback when it came to Black and Latinos, right? Well, the majority of my interaction with Black and Latino cops was pretty much positive. I'm gonna say 20 to 25% was not positive whatsoever. It was like, all right, whatever. But majority of my interactions with white officers is completely, you know, not positive whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna probably say there's only one incident where it was actually positive, which actually got me like, oh shit, there are good ones. You know what I mean? But
you like me. You really like me.
So that's the one. Now, I'm going to say is that, first of all, outside of me, I found this very, very interesting, because the majority of the narrative is white cop kills Black person that's unarmed. Everybody goes on the uproar, and the media basically, you know, takes this and eats off of it for like a good month and a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Racial tensions go up in the blaze, and fucking corner stores gets burned down, right?
Yep.
So this is what's happening. You're starting to see the opposite. you're starting to see the majority of people who were who were talking about George Floyd, who were talking about Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, Brittany, was it Breonna Taylor, everyone that was talking about that. So it took them a while to speak about this and try to find an angle in order to speak about this and fit their agenda. For example, most of the pro-black spaces that I've listened to, at least one out of all the pro-black spaces, one was extremely fair and said, well, this is the example of white supremacy, and they broke it down. Which I say that's exactly how I see it, and I'm gonna do the same breakdown of it. But that's exactly how I see it. You know what I mean? One was extremely fair, and it didn't hold back any punches, which was 100, which I gave like credit to. Like, okay, you're still a grifter, but okay, I give you credit. After that, like the Tariq Nasheeds, the Umar Johnsons, all these little pro-blackity black, I'm for the people type spaces, went out of their way to do mental gymnastics to find out who's an immigrant or who's a white person in part of the thing and say, well, this is the reason why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Literally went out of their way and try not to blame the people who did it, but blame someone that either had nothing to do with it or who was a part of that but had really no huge intentions or really big parts of the whole situation. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let me just break down this whole thing. There were 6 Memphis cops, not 5, based on the title. There was actually 6 Memphis cops went to stop Trey or Tyree or whatever, and it was during a traffic stop. He ended up running. He resisted. They beat him horribly, brutally, to the point where even other people started recording, and you see other angles. There was one white cop amongst the 5 black ones who also joined into the beating, which was released. That information was released not too long ago, right? And I'm gonna speak on the differences here. And
wait a minute, there was a white cop that was beating him too?
Yes, there were 6. 5 black cops and 1 white cop.
And so where's the other cop that was beating him?
I'm about to get to that. During the individual passed away, right? The victim passed away, and it took him maybe less than, what was it, Truth? Like what, a couple of days to get these officers fired?
That shit was quick.
How long?
It was like, I don't know how long, but it was quick. It was really fast.
Okay, so this is how it happened. I'm gonna guesstimate 3-4 days, right? For these black officers to be identified, fired, and arrested, right? Mind you, let's look at the difference. The white cop that was part of it got suspended with pay and relieved of duty until further notice, right? That's the most recent thing that just came out. Now, some people, and what the article I read was that white cop was a part of the beating, but he didn't participate as the other 5 ones.
What the fuck does that mean? Which
makes no sense, because in the video you see that he tases the guy, kicks him, and just leaves it alone, because the other 5 black officers are like pretty much taking their turn, right? And the white officer just pretty much goes calls for backup or whatever the case is, right? So that's what's part of the article that I read, which I was like, what the fuck, right? Now, this is where I go when I say the hypocrisy in certain people. or the hypocrisy in certain things. Is this a race issue? I am gonna say yes. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say yes, this is a racist issue. The reason why I'm gonna go out and say that is because in no way, shape, or form, no way, shape, or form, do officers who see somebody else as themselves will go out of their way to literally harm someone just for the fact of harming them. That's it. That shows intent. In my eyes, that shows intent. In my eyes, that shows that there's a deep-seated hatred for the same person that looks like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it shows. And going back to white supremacy and how you said how certain Jamaicans was used to go after one another, let's be very clear and honest here. Part of white supremacy is to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
When some of these officers get into their position, Latino or black, best believe, just like how certain Latinos and blacks are friends with white folks, and you kind of had to chuck and jive and be cool with some of the racist jokes that they say in front of you. I believe that this is the same way in some of these departments, to the point that you forget who you are, and the only thing you think about is protect blue. Protect blue. Protect blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And race, and
but
this only
blue is based on a white supremacist foundation.
Exactly. And this only happens to us. That little protect blue, that little game, only happens to black and Latinos. Best believe white officers don't see protect blue. They see protect white. Yeah, blue. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it, because let's look at the different treatments that's happening right now. There was a white officer, you didn't even know about it. Part of the media is only hammering down on the black ones. And that's what the narrative they want to keep on portraying. Only a few people are going to know about the white one. Only a very small few and very small part of the audience is going to know. And it pretty much, it shows part of white supremacy. It shows that these officers took it upon themselves to harm someone else. They did not see Black Lives Matter. They didn't see somebody else that looks like me. Let me just chill out. They didn't see none of that. What they saw was someone else that is not blue. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, I've spoken to this dynamic a lot of times on my channel. We've made too many excuses for people in our communities based on skin tone. Oh, they're one of us, they black like me. No, that doesn't matter. The drug dealers that we make passes for out of a false sense of solidarity, we're being faithful to them, keeping it real, but they're selling poison and killing our family members. The gangbangers out there that's shooting each other up, shooting up our people, do they give a fuck about who's black, who's Latino? The unity when they bring out their burners and they do what they want to do? No, they don't give a fuck. So we have been making passes for people and tolerating them in our midst and protecting them in many instances out of a false sense of loyalty that they don't extend to us.
Exactly.
Because they have no sense of loyalty or anything. All they care about is their money and what they want to do. And on top of that, we have to recognize the fact that a lot of these people are sociopathic, psychopathic. They just happen to be the same skin tone as us. So now you get people like this that have this mentality. A lot of people like this are drawn to to the police force because it gives them the opportunity to do whatever the hell they want to do and to be protected by a system. And the system itself is based on a white supremacist, classist, elitist hierarchy. They're there to protect really the elite class and the business class. And the rest of us who are people of color or whatever the fuck you want to call us as a collective, if you're doing the work and, suppressing us, well, hey, who cares? So you get into an organization like that has a culture that's based on racism and white supremacy, well, you have to toe the line. And if you go against the grain, there's very dire consequences to pay. I mean, they run like a street gang, but a street gang that's legitimized by the government. That's the only difference.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sure, like, growing up back in the 90s, you and I know that the cops knew where all the fucking crack houses were.
Of course.
They were getting paid off.
Of course.
So you've got legitimized criminals and illegitimate criminals. The ones that, are not in blue with badges, those are the illegitimate criminals. They're expendables. The ones with the badges, the government approved criminals, they can do whatever the hell they want, and somehow or another they get away with it.
Exactly. And let me just add on to what you were saying, Truth. The fact that we are out here speaking on what we're speaking on, and police brutality and racism, I think every time this is a perfect example that every time there is something in the media that is going to be a white cop versus a black person, I think we should start reframing it from race.
Absolutely.
I think we should start framing it the way it should be. Police brutality. These people abusing their power. And let me just say one thing which you are 100% correct on. The ghetto thugs in our neighborhood, black and Latinos, the ghetto thugs in our nearest, school districts, in our nearest homes, the thugs that run around and cause mayhem in the community, that some old ladies are even afraid to walk home at night, are not the ones that should be protected. No, they're criminals. You know what I'm saying? They're criminals. They're no difference from these cops. The only thing is, and this is the only difference, the only thing is that these cops gave a pledge to uphold the law and protect citizens. Criminals didn't do that.
Exactly.
Criminals did not give an oath. No, that was back in the day in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. All of that changed when drugs came into the neighborhood.
When crack came in, all the rules changed.
Everything changed when drugs came
Everything
into the neighborhood.
changed.
And when drugs came into the neighborhood, that's when we started to see, oh, wait a minute. It's a different game now. It's a different game. So with what I'm saying is that we have to be more cognizant of how we portray certain situations, how we talk. You know what I mean? But now on, this opened my eyes so much where like I said, now on, I'm not going to even refer to any police shooting that's racial as racial. I'm gonna call it as abuse of power.
Yep.
Because let's be honest, the hypocrisy of this situation based on you have not heard Black Lives Matter not once. You haven't heard Black Lives Matter not once during this whole thing. You have these pro-blacks going out of their way and finding white folks that were a part of it and just talking about that and not talking about the whole situation.
Well,
It's
it's like
insane.
I said many times before. Racism is a mind virus. It's highly contagious and anyone can catch it. Just think of it like a virus.
And that's the
Anyone can catch it.
and I'm glad you said that because that's the reason why I wanted you even here. When I called you, I said that I wanted to do an episode on this, right? And it's very funny how the first thing I thought about is your speeches about white supremacy being a mind virus. White supremacy does not discriminate on who it affects. Hatred is hatred.
Exactly.
It's going to affect everyone. For the past 2 years now, we've been seeing it in the effects of FBA. These are Black Americans who are highly racist against everyone else, and they are proud about it. And these dumb fucks go around talking about, well, I'm not racist, but yet go around saying racist bullshit. You know what I mean? So to the point where they start now they're starting to look at craniums to see who's an immigrant. Look at the cranium. Look at his head. He's not FBA. That's an immigrant. Who used to do that? White supremacists used to do that. White supremacists started the whole racial alliance, the whole racial identification and mistreatment based on skull sizes. They said that black skulls, because of the certain size that they have, lacked intelligence. And that's the reason why they were able to mistreat black folks, because of their scientific proven. Oh yeah, it's like the cognitive dissonance.
It's like
I'm able to mistreat
moving the goalposts.
Yeah, they keep moving the goalpost. I'm able to mistreat you because you're non-intelligent. So you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So now this is what FBA is doing. This is what Tariq Nasheed is doing. Come on now, that's agent talk. But anyway, go ahead with your mind virus, because that's the reason why I even had you here.
Like I said, it's a virus. So the hatred of people of color, whether that be here in the United States, it's against people of African descent in Latin America. It's against, people of African descent, people of native descent. It's a virus and anyone can catch it. So don't be surprised when you see somebody from your own group that catches the virus and now they hate their own people because they got the virus. So yeah, the virus is going to manifest itself the way it manifests itself. So don't be surprised.
Yeah, and the thing is, me and you can me and you could agree that this white supremacy and hatred and racism is not just one race. It's literally it could go from white to black to Asian to Latino and everybody in between. We've seen it. We've seen racist Latinos. We've seen racist Indians. We've seen racist natives. We've seen racist white folks, and we even seen racist black people. We've seen it all across the board. I understand there's a difference between systematic racism. Totally understand that. We're talking about intra-racism, internally. This is what we're referring
to. Exactly. When you internalize it.
So
and that's the problem. It's like we internalize it and then we act out.
Exactly. At the end of the day, do not tell me it's not racist when a black person calls another black person a monkey. Don't tell me it's not racist. Because if a white person does that, y'all will be up in arms. Twitter would have been going crazy, and you would have been protesting in front of that person's house. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's stop with the hypocrisy, guys. Let's stop with the hypocrisy. And actually get some accountability and call it for what it is.
And you see, this is where, this is what I keep saying, beware of Trojan horses. Because you will have people that come to you that look just like you, and they will do the worst damage to you because you let your guard down and you give them access to get in, and hurt you.
Yeah.
So you got to be aware. You got to listen. At the end of the day, we need to move away from this racialized thinking and think in terms of survival.
And
You know,
and
you
let
got
me
to
just
protect yourself from be on your guard at all times and protect yourself from harm. It don't matter where it comes from.
and let me just say, based on the information that I gathered, um, there was a rumor going around saying that the reason why Trey got killed is because his baby mother was working at the same precinct, and one of the officers felt some type of way or something like that. So that rumor hasn't been uh
Substantiated.
substantiated. It's still a rumor at this point. It's to the point where I believe it got debunked. So I just want to make that very clear and I want to put that out there because I know there's going to be certain people that's going to believe that. It's a rumor. It's not true or false. It's a rumor. Until again, there's going to be a lot more information coming out. So we're gonna stay tuned. Just like how we just found out that there was actually 6 officers, not 5.
So wait a minute. If there was 6, so why aren't people calling for this dude to be put on trial just like everybody else? Because I mean, look, I heard that there were even firefighters
I'm
and
telling you, the
the
media,
EMT people that lost their jobs behind this shit.
bro, the media is crazy. The media is insane. That's all I have to tell you. The media is insane. That's really all I have to tell you, bro. You know what I mean? That's really all I have to tell you. There's a lot of people right now. The people who are listening, they'll be like, "Oh shit, there's actually one more."
Listen, the first thing that crossed my mind when this shit went down, I was like, on the one hand, it's good that they're prosecuting them, but
Yeah.
god damn, look how fast when it's black people, look how fast they don't have any problems like seeing through the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, all these years when these white cops would have people handcuffed face down on the floor with bullet holes in their back.
Well, truth, we gotta find out more information. Were these cops on duty at the time? What gun was it?
Well, he was resisting arrest. They felt threatened, so it was justified.
Remember their skull shape. It gives them the ability not to feel so much pain. So you don't know what those Negroes went through. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, gentlemen. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
dude, it's insane. Dude, it's insane. But when a black cop does it, oh yeah, that's it.
But listen, you know what?
But at the end of the day, I don't want to. Again, I don't want to differentiate this from it's still
Well,
bad. It's still bad.
I was gonna touch on that point. This is the thing: is that everybody needs to be alarmed about this, because what you're having is individuals who have a depraved indifference to humanity.
Yeah.
And if they're allowed to get away with shit like this, how long you think it's going to be before they start taking it out on other people? And I would dare to go as far as to say, I wonder what their family lives are like, what their home lives are like. What are they like with their wives and their children? Because when you got somebody that's off the rails like this, do you really believe that they're not beating the shit out of, their family members?
Yeah, maybe.
Because they can get away with it.
Of course, maybe. But listen, it's been a pleasure. Truth, you want to lead out with anything?
No, I think we covered all the points. I think, as a nation, we need to wake up and realize that we can't tolerate individuals like this, and as people of so-called minorities, we need to just wake up and start, like I said before, stop having false solidarity to people who are destroying our families, destroying our communities, and taking the lives of some of our best people away. Because you ever notice that when you see these really fucked up shootings and straight bullet and killing people of mistaken identity, it's always the people that had their shit together. They were going to school, they were getting good grades, they were on the honor roll and shit like that.
That's a lie. They were all gangbangers, bro. They were all
So like for example, man, like the Dominican kid, Junior, he got chopped up by fellow Dominicans. He was a good kid, man. Like he had his shit together.
Yeah.
There was another kid. I don't know if you remember it, but another Dominican kid in the Bronx that got fucking lit on fire.
Oh yeah, Felipe. Yeah, Felipe.
Another good kid. So we need to stop making excuses for these people, the pimps, the drug dealers, the thugs.
Yeah.
Because they're destroying the best members of our communities.
Exactly. And calling it out doesn't mean that we're anti-black. It's just that we're calling out dysfunction. You know what I mean?
But dysfunction.
With that being said, everybody, thank you for coming in and listening and enjoying. And if this is on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, and also if this is on the podcast, 5-star the podcast. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.